You can almost hear the noise coming from the nearby French Quarter, and they're being just as loud inside Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Coming up, we have a good one for you between the Minnesota Vikings and the New Orleans Saints. Will Reichert has it all teed up, and we're underway in Caesars Superdome. Brown with a return here. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. And that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30.
At their own 27-yard line. Ready.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. Extra cut to the right sideline. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Saints first down. Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. Connection made. Travis Etienne. And a great play comes to an end. He's out of bounds just inside the red zone. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone on 1st. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got him a nice goal to go here as he goes out at the 8-yard line.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They'll run. Etienne. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. All right, so nice little drive they put together there in their first series of the season, partner, and the year begins on a high note with a touchdown.
Yeah, they'll be able to begin this season on a high note with a win. Well, they put more drives like that together, they sure will, but I don't know. I got that Pete Carroll just still bouncing in my brain. It's not how you start, it's how you finish, but you can't start much better than that.
That one right down the middle. And the Saints take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. Reed now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. McCarthy throwing right away. That's to his back. Here's Rachaad White. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Finds him on the slant. And he's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's got White, complete. He's got the first down grab and still going. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings finish off their opening drive. It's a Rachaad White touchdown.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin off, a pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and then he can do his damage. Big time.
One after try good by Reichert. And the Vikings tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Brown with a return here. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line. Okay, ready?
Saints to the line now. First and 10. Off the play action. Chuck. Lasers this one deep down the middle. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. George Pickens, the intended target. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Shotgun snap to Shuck. Into the hands of his runner. Football is out. It's picked out by the Vikings, going the other way.
This is exactly what you want out of your defense. If they're not going to secure the ball on offense, and they're going to give you a shot at it, go punch that ball loose and get a body on it for the recovery.
Well, empty to backfield, motion him right. Here's McCarthy, first and 10. Downfield, he's got Hawkinson. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings capitalize on that turnover and take the lead. It's a T.J. Hawkinson touchdown. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer? Nobody.
That's up and through for the point after. And the Vikings take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Set to return this. Trey Palmer. This makes it up to the 25.
Ready up.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10. On play action, here's Shuck. Headed out right. He takes it himself. And he's going to be escorted out right along that 35-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
All set to go now from the 35. First and 10. Here's Shuck. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Offense to the line fast. Shuck working from the gun. Completed to his running back. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. Pick up a 5 on that play, and that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First and 10 now from the 46. Takes the handoff, now to throw. He's trying to push the field. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints make it a one-point game.
That quarterback knew he was going to wear one to get that throw away, and he'll be happy to make that trade-off every single time when it leads to a touchdown.
For the extra point, here's Smith. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Saints tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This return starts at the 5. He's brought down just inside the 25. First call here coming from the shotgun. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Pulled in by his back, White. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Second down, looking for options. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I think I got the same thought bubble as all the fans in the stands with that one. You just got to tuck it. Don't try to force the issue. You're out there in the open space. Put your head down and go get the first.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. McCarthy to throw it. That's caught for the first. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They're looking at first down here. They run the counter with White. This is ahead for about 5. Carl Granderson in on the tackle.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Quick on the draw to White. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
New set of downs for him from the 31. First and 10, it's McCarthy. It's his running back. And this one does not go far.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go, set. Moving my team.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
60 Bison, 6 Buffalo 18. 18 Pioneer. 79 Bronco.
They'll throw 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to force that contact separated man from ball.
And on 4th and 10, they aren't moving. They're going for this.
Let's go now. Pass to the left. Buffalo 80. 18 Rebel. 18 Rebel. Go.
They snap it to McCarthy. That one's caught by Jefferson. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. On the return, here's Palmer. Things going well so far. And in great shape after that return. He's across the 35 before going out.
1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
First and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Chuck now from the gun. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
19 Tiger.
On 2nd and 10 now, here's Shuck. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So they're left facing 3rd and long. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody.
Yeah.
And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
3rd down, here's Shuck. It's complete. This is Olave. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Saints 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They're going option keeper on 1st and 10. And keeping the zone read costs him. He takes a hit, loses some yards too. And goes to the hurry up here.
Taken down back at the 49-yard line.
Rush coming for Shuck. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the tackle at the 38.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. But anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. More from Caesars Superdome in just a moment. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Ready? Viking 18.
Out of the gun, a give to Etienne. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Shuck now on first down. Now look underneath here for Etienne. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Always a point of emphasis, right? Protecting the quarterbacks, and that play is going to draw the flag every time. So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
Shuck with a quick toss out wide. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints earn the chance to tie before halftime.
The kicker on.
Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Return starts at the 9. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. They've got a man in motion. On first down, they'll run. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive. Vikings out of the hurry-up, need everyone back to the line.
2nd and 6.
Looking to throw, McCarthy. And the Saints are all over this one. Great work by the defense. The Saints calling for a timeout, so they're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Well, the first sack of the game, Kate, as you just called, is a big one. And they're going to make this guy pay if he's trying to play too much hero ball. Got to find a way to get the ball out of your hand.
Saints into the dime for this 3rd down.
Let's go now. Drop ball 80. Track 60.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Trying for the deep ball. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down. So out comes somebody with plenty of experience punting here in New Orleans. Spent 4 years at Tulane, Ryan Wright. This one begins at the 31. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Here's Shuck, 1st and 10. For a right side cut by Olave. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Shuck. We'll check this one down to Etienne. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. Back to throw. Shuck. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of second down.
At the Vikings 31-yard line.
Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set. Shuck's going to throw here. Cut near the goal line. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints take the lead just before halftime. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. Smith tacks on the point after. And the Saints break that tie and now lead by 7.
Vikings 21.
Reed now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. Making some progress here. And that'll put them up across the 35-yard line as they begin the series.
Their own 37-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's first and 10. Gets it out wide quick, and he might throw this. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Picked off by Iona Sanker.
McCarthy's pass. Intercepted. The Saints take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Shuck working from the gun. He finds Brown, right side. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Well, as we all know, halves can't end on a defensive penalty. So now we get an untimed down. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. A very short kick here from the right hash. Smith able to put it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Returnable from the 1. And this drive will start inside the 25.
And 10 at
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. It's McCarthy. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
Such a big part of that breakup, Kate, or any breakup as a corner, is your positioning relative to the target. And really, the timing of it all. You can be in the right spot, but if you don't time it, that ball is still caught at this league. That corner played that one nearly perfectly.
He's fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down. The Vikings getting their punt team out. Ryan Wright's the one to send it away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up.
Here we go, set.
Here's Etienne to begin the drive. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
That is textbook RPO right there, Kate. Quarterback's decision-making comes quick off the snap. And that back, you know that he's already looking for those lanes before the ball's even in his belly. Before that defense can adjust to the run, he hits that 2nd level. And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26.
Let's go.
Off the play action. Chunk. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Back to 60. Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Trying for it with Shuck. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. Jefferson brings it in on the slant. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Running back sent in motion. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Taking a shot deep here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
On third and long, it's McCarthy. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. But it does force a fourth down.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Minnesota lined up in punt formation. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard
We've set it downs for him from the 31. Here's ETN on first down. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's good.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Look at that power, deep left side. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. Third down coming up.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
And that one's incomplete. For now, it brings up fourth. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Third down stop. They were walking off the field, but that offense, Brock, that offense didn't move. They saw roughing the passer, and they are ready to continue this drive. Never a good time to rough the passer, Brock, but third down, that hurts even more. Gives him the first. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. The rookie from Ohio State takes it away. And the Vikings are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. McCarthy operating from the pistol. Short pass brought in. Rolling into enemy territory. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25. Offense in the hurry up here. Blown back in the back. It's on the turf. Ball's out. He lost it. And the Saints have the recovery.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
1st and 10. Here's Shuck. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
You know, quarterbacks aren't always the one dishing out punishment, but when they take it and they deliver a frozen rope, when they deliver a ball right on target just like that, and the respect factor grows 100-fold with your teammates.
On the double.
Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on this 2nd and inches. Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with the penalty. So keep that 2nd and short play in your back pocket. The penalty goes ahead and gives them the first.
Ready, break.
We've set it downs from 37.
Let's go. Set.
Here's Rattler, 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Throw secured by George Pickett. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
1st down now, ball at the 33.
Hawk 70. 60 Bobcat. 60.
Chuck now from the gun. Oh, he lost the football. This is scooped up by the Vikings. He's at the 30. Gets the 10. And Minnesota returns this to the end zone. Touchdown. The Vikings make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. That was awesome. The return became a question of, does he have enough steam to make it back before someone runs him down?
That is the most sprinting we're going to see him do on the football field. Maybe his whole life. That distance, a whole lot more than the few yards he's usually running towards quarterback in the pocket. But he had enough to reach that goal line. You're darn right he did. He could sense it, and he wanted it.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Brown with a return here. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Now Shuck to throw. He's going deep. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send him back to the line for 2nd.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
On 2nd and 10 now, here's Shuck. Has a man on target to Johnson. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
You know these teams, they track every step of their players. Many of them wear GPS units in their uniform to track how much mileage. I don't care what the stat sheet said and how long that gain was. That dude ran a long way, all the way across the field. But it paid dividends.
Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Throw left side finds Johnson. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Saints 1st down.
That's good for a Saints 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29.
To throw again here, it's Shuck. Here comes the screen for Etienne. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Saints 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Dragon 60. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
Working inside the red zone. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Etienne gets it on the draw. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
Ready, set.
8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going.
Set. 72. Ready.
He'll throw it. Completed to his running back. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints make it a 9-point advantage. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one right down the middle. And the Saints make it a 10-point ball game.
Vikings 28.
Reed now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he's going to head out of bounds on the return. First and 10 from the 32.
18 Cardinal. 79 Bronco. He's moving. He's going, boys, moving.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Connecting on the slant. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Minnesota.
They send a man in motion. Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Mustang 19. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
McCarthy to throw it. He finds a seam down the middle. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. Double coverage, a deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Wow, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Picked off by Iona Sanker. The 30. He's at the 10. Into the end zone he goes, pick 6, and a New Orleans touchdown.
I got to believe, Kate, his first pick of the game directly led to that one. Remember, what worked to generate that first turnover, playing things the same way, and this time, well, it wasn't just a pick. It was a pick 6.
For the extra point, here's Smith.
Extra point.
And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start after 35. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Trying again after the pick. McCarthy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
2nd and 10, McCarthy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was trying to find Rachaad White out of the backfield. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. Cut out left. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Vikings trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. Throw is caught by the back. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. So they hit him for 5 yards on 4th down, and they get the successful conversion.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 40, 17, go.
Another throw here for McCarthy. Running left side by Jefferson. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. This play goes for 36. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Back to the air, McCarthy. Goes right back to Jefferson, complete. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Offense in the hurry up here. Man in motion here. He's got it. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Record there to tack on the extra points. And the Vikings cut the lead down to 10.
45. Vikings 35. Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. On the return, here's Palmer. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Saints to the line now. 1st and 10.
60 Bison.
On the ground to begin this drive with Etienne. A lot of space ahead. And he has it all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
They're going to pass it here. Hits him on the out route. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Saints can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. George Pickens the touchdown. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was gonna be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird?
Ooh.
In the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Or maybe like a Tyrese Maxey, you know, but whatever.
Well, the kids aren't alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did. And he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
For the extra point, here's Smith. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints take a three-possession lead.
Saints 52, Vikings 35.
Reed now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
McCarthy trying again on 2nd down. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Trying to push deep downfield. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Hands are tied. Got to have it on this 4th down. Snap it to McCarthy. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And this is rejected. The defender knocks the throw away and forces a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. For the extra point, here's Smith. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints make it a 24-point ball game.
Vikings 35.
Reed now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
This undoubtedly the final snap of a decided contest. Here he goes, one final shot. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So it's a win for the Saints. One down, a whole lot more wins to go, Brock. But hey, victors to begin this regular season.
Yeah, I think it's both these guys go across the field and shake hands with one another. They do know, Kate, to your point, it is a long year. But what this does is it pays off your training camp. It does instill some confidence. He did all the right things through July and August to kick the season off.
So for my partner Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Saints as we say so long from New Orleans.